All right, let's see if this works. I'm here in my studio, so I've got a new phone. It's updated. I had a little bit of a couple little snafus before I was able to actually make this all work. I'm hoping to stream more from the studio here in the future. So today's a little bit of an experiment for that. So I don't know how many folks are going to be watching. It's okay, whatever. I'm going to be playing some tunes and talking about what's in here and what I've got going. And I even have a sale I'm going to offer, a discount, deep discount on a particular sculpture. So got my Java. Let me open up the chat room. If anyone's got anything to say to me, let's see if there's any eyeballs even on the stream yet. Oh, it looks like I'm live on Instagram. Just a fair warning, Instagram, you're going to see a little slice of what you can normally see. So if you want to see the full spectrum, come on over to YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitch. So let's see where I've got my chat board here. There it is. So chime in, say hey, let me know you're out there. I'm just testing this out. This is my studio. This is what I call the rabbit hole. Why do I call it the rabbit hole? Well, over the years I've sculpted a lot of rabbits. I've got some rabbit stories. Save that for later. I guess I could also call this the skull box. I used to make lots and lots of skull mugs like this. These guys. There was a time that my shelf over there consistently would have like 100 of those skull mugs up there just waiting to ship out. Crazy times. Chime in, tell me you're out there. I want to know if you can hear me. I'm watching like a hawk, watching this chat board. In fact, in the meantime, I better tune up my guitar. It's in what we call airplane tuning. What that does, I guess, is it saves the pressure on the neck here. Like if you have it all slacked and you put it in the case, the theory is that it provides a little less pressure here. So if it gets dropped, there's less of a chance for it to snap up that way. But I don't know. I don't know if it really helps. Oh boy, there we go. Let's get a note from the banjo. All right, come on. Someone say hey. Someone say that you can hear my voice. I see some eyeballs out there. That's good. Just let me know you're there. Hey Fred Beisel, good to see you, buddy. Do I say that your last name right? I just realized I've always said Beisel. Is it Bissell? I think it's Beisel. Make sure that the stream is pretty healthy too. I've got it hardwired into the router here at the studios, but I just never know sometimes. Thanks, Fred. Good. Oof, just trying to warm up the fingers. Hey Laura, how you doing? It's been a minute. Yeah, chime in, say hey, hit me with a request. I probably won't go as long as I normally do. I'm live here in my sculpture studio that I call the Rabbit Box. Got some things around here I'll show you and talk about a little bit. Right now, just kind of warming up the fingers. Sing a song eventually. I just noticed my window's open. You can't see it from there, but it's straight up there. I'm in a basement here at it's the old Falcon building in Portland, in North Portland, on Albina Street. And there's 26 studios down here. There's an FM radio station down here. In fact, one of their studios is right here. The other one's down the hall that way. It's called X-Ray Radio, really great station. We've got other visual artists down here. We've got musicians down here that have come and gone. I've been down here 18 years. Jeez. I've acquired a couple of kilns over the years that I use for firing all my pieces. Yeah, that's the story of my studio. I used to just call it Tony Furtado Studio or Sculpture, but I like the rabbit hole. That feels good. I will talk about a sculpture right now, just in case. I'll talk about it a couple times, in fact. I've got a small herd of these guys right now. I would like to get them into some new homes. So I've got these guys. I'm going to offer up a discount today and give a discount code and all that business. But yeah, I'll talk about him. He's Louis because he's trumpeting. You can see trumpeting. So this is one of them. In fact, I think this one's even numbered. Yeah, this one's number 6. So more on this later. I'll show you the code and all that business pretty soon, in case anyone's interested. Hey, Paul. You doing well? Maybe if String Cheese does a winter carnival, you guys could open with you and Ross Martin, Scott Law music. That would be fun. Yeah. I can't make that happen, but talk to him. Love to do it. How about a bluesy thing? I'll do a bluesy song. Louis the Trumpeter, yes. That's what he is, Louis the Trumpeter. All right, I'll do a bluesy one. Lonely swayback Jim stands so proud and lone. The pain from years of tilling soil burns like fire through his bones. At night when he's safe from laughing eyes, he braves the stabbing pain. He moves his bones with all his might across a cold Nebraska plain. He outstrips the wind with lightning speed. He's tearing up the track. He's broken free of an end of war, never looking back. Oh, he's never looking back. Poor old weary Suffolk punch, this world has has been so cruel. Well, his back is broken, his legs are bent, where they've worked him like a mule. But don't they know just who he is? He's born of noble kin. Yeah, nowadays he stands alone, and he dreams it might have been. He outstrips the wind with lightning speed. He's tearing up the track. He's broken free of men of war. He's never looking back. Oh, he's never looking back. It's no more he'll pull the plow, but chew the steely bit. His race has run its final lap, and his soul will never quit. Oh, he outstrips the wind with lightning speed. He's tearing up the track. He's broken free of men of war. He's never looking back. Oh, he's never looking back. Boy, that felt low. I tuned it, got a note from the banjo. Never trust a banjo. It gave me too low a note. Never trust a banjo. Hey, it's good to see a few more folks in here. Hey, Daniel, how you doing, buddy? Live from the rabbit hole. Got the natural kiln reverb. Yes, I do. Reverberating off of both my kilns back there. I think I'm going to do this this other song that I'm going to release as a single in about, just a little over a week, maybe a week and a half. It's a newer song. I'm going to show you the cover that... let's see here. It looks like the cover looks like this. It was designed by a buddy of mine named Micah Castle. Where is it? Did I put it in the wrong place? I may have. Oh, shoot. Here, let me do this. I'm going to do some quick adjusting to grab it. See, image. I'm using software. I'm just no good with software. Anyway, I'll put Immigrant. The song is called The Immigrant, and I played it last time I did the stream. And the cover, oh boy, here we go. I think it is this one. Okay, it's going to come up really big. Let's shrink that down. Looks like this. How's that? It's just a single, so I'm just releasing it digitally. So it's going to be out on all the streaming platforms in about a week and a half. And, it'll be great to, if you pre-save it or whatever they do on the old Spotify, nice to get a little hit on the day it releases. People are checking it out and stuff, all that algorithmic stuff. The song is an important one to me. In fact, it goes with the whole theme of yesterday. Everything that was, everyone was doing all the rallying about. And whatever your political views are, whatever, all I'm trying to get across in this song is that we should all treat each other well, Let me tune it up first. It was partly inspired by going back in my own family history, thinking about where my relatives came from, ancestors, and the troubles they might have met up with, the loneliness and scaredness. We all came from immigrants, So that's where this comes from. Here, I'll take this off the screen. Just wanted to show you the cover. I like the cover. Where did I put it? Let's put it away. There we go. Let's go back to this other screen here. Hey Laura, yeah, you'll play it on acousticity on KWCW. I'll make sure you get a good wave file of it, okay? Don't let me forget. Okay, so this song it's called The Immigrant, okay? It's going to come out as a single pretty soon. So here goes. I was gone before the winter broke, carried by the words my father spoke, cast upon this long and rocky path, never to look back. And every tender step is shadow cast, till we find a place to rest at last. Broken souls upon the borderline, every heart alive, every heart alive. I would work your fields and factories, I would learn to speak in your tongue. I didn't make my home and family only to become refugees. And the righteous with their flags unfurled, full of spite and fear of our old world, with their ancient names lost in the dust. They are lost like us. factories. We would learn to speak in your tongue. We didn't leave our home and family only to become refugees. And I'm alive, but I've carried these memories full of love and melody. But these walls won't fall until we rise with every heart alive. Every heart alive. And I have worked your fields and factories. I have learned to speak in your tongue. I didn't build my home and family only to become, only to become a deportee. That's that new song. All right. Well, Daniel, hey, you'll play the song on KABF in Little Rock. Thank you. I'll make sure you get a WAV file soon too. We're just getting the metadata thing worked out for, for that. Then I'm going to send it around to different places, DIY style. No, not hiring a radio promoter on this one. So it's coming from me. So. Dave, it was a pleasure to seen you play at Aspen Snowmass on Fanny Hill maybe 20 years ago. Oh yeah, that was fun. Was that the one I did? I did it with Rat Dog and Widespread Panic. I remember that. I remember Widespread showing up in a couple of limousines. I was like, whoa, all right, cool. Yeah, that was fun. And any requests? Maybe I'll pick up the banjo and play banjo too. This is not going to be a really long stream, Here. Got the Pruka banjo. Thanks, Laura. I'll do a couple tunes together. Not sure what the first one will be, but the second one will be a Can't Lie Down, which is a little bit of a, I don't know, a veiled political song. A little bit. I wrote it a little while back. When was it? I think it was in the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s there, yeah. And I'll precede it with one of my instrumentals that I call Icebound. Let me pop over to see if anyone's actually watching on Instagram. That's a tricky one for me right now. I still haven't gotten it worked out where you don't just see the little slice of life. Let's see if I can find my own stream over here. I'm sure I can. Is it over here? Yeah, it's not. Boy, I'm just the worst with this. Okay, well, so much for that idea. I will come back to y'all right now. Oh, I see. This can be moved. Oh, boring dead time here. Sorry. Okay. All right, that's clearly not going to work. So I'm just assuming I got some Instagrammers out there. You know what? You know what folks can do right now for me? Just share the stream. And so here we go. This is Icebound, and Can't Lay Down. It was one word more than you had to let go. Now you're waiting to hear the things they wanted you to know. Pull your head up from the dirt, there's no solace in the ground. Hold your tongue while the devil's hanging round. Ain't no place to lie down. Ain't no place to lie down. There ain't no place to lie down till the devil's in the ground. You got to move your feet while your world is still in spin. Hold your eyes to the sky, find your way back home again. The road goes rolling on, can't escape the place you're bound. You might buy a little time while the devil's hanging round. Ain't no place to lie down. Ain't no place to lie down. There ain't no place to lie down till the devil's in the ground. Was it really worth the wait? Do you know just what you found? You can't cheat the dealer while the devil's hanging round. There ain't no place to lie down. Ain't no place to lie down. There ain't no place to lie down till the devil's in the ground. Feels early to do some of these songs for some reason. But that was fun. I would like to go ahead and talk about I'm going to try to do this when I do these live from the rabbit holes. That sounds weird. Live from the rabbit holes. Live from the rabbit hole. That's what this studio is, the rabbit hole. So I'm going to offer up some sort of deal, art deal. And so this week it's going to be with this guy right here, Louis. Where'd you go, Louis? The picture went away. Move to top. Did it just disappear? I think it just went to... There he is. Okay. And so I'm offering a nice deep discount on it, $50 in fact. Here's the code you would have to put in case you're interested. And it's just going to be up like this for a few days. So let's put this code up front to the top. Louis 50. And like I said, he's called Louis. Where are you? Right there. Louis, because he's trumpeting. I named them Louis. And there are about, I've got a handful of these guys, so a small herd that would love to find homes for. You can kind of get an idea that it's ceramic, but it's got this metal coating, and some of them have this crackle glaze, some of them don't on the tusks. This one's signed on the bottom, a little number there. You can see that it's ceramic, and then you can see that metal coating that I put on these guys and oxidize it. So that's this one. Put him over here. And you find him over at, where did I put the words for the store? You find it right to top, TonyFurtado.com store. So that's the deal for today. It's going to be up till Wednesday, I think. So I might even offer that up to my Facebookers, since I don't have a lot of viewers on this right now. What do you think of that idea? Like a art deal each time I do a stream from the rabbit hole. I kind of like that idea. Louis, he's big. Well, there's another one. You see this one right here? That one's huge. But that's what inspired this one. When I made that one right there. Let's see. Any other comments? Any requests? No? Okay. So the other thing that I always have up are these guys too. You know, all these tiles. Got tons of the tiles. I got a hair tile. Oh, I better, you know what? I forgot that I have this still up on the screen. So you guys got the picture. I'm going to take these guys down, down, down. Okay. These guys have got hair tile. This one's kind of an angry hair. Or just a tough guy. Another elephant themed thing. We got owl. This was one of the newer ones, a couple of penguins. Turtle. The banjo. If you like banjos, that one's for you. Got a river otter. Humpback whale. And the most popular one I think I do is this one right here. There's also a frog, but I didn't grab a frog. It's over there on the shelf. That's the raven. So if you're interested in any of the tiles, just pop over the same store. You'll see that stuff. I'll do another song, and then I'll talk about what I'm currently making, and then I'm going to get on out of here. I've been going a bit longer than I thought I would, but what the heck? I mean, it's Sunday afternoon. We can hang a little bit. Angry monk. Can I still do that? Let me give it a shot. I think I can do it. Angry Monk, that's a funny title, right? I remember after I wrote it, I was living in Boulder, Colorado at the time, and I popped into my favorite beer joint at the time, the Redfish Brewery. They're long gone, but I remember the brewmaster chatting to me about he had this story that he came up with a new beer that he was calling Trappist Ale, because it was, you know, a Trappist ale. And it had to be made a certain way to be that. And he gave it that name, but then he got a legal letter from Trappist monks saying, essentially, cease and desist, you cannot call it this. And he was like, so he ended up calling it the Angry Monk Ale, and I always just loved that. I was like, you know what? That's a good name for this tune I've got. All right, let's see if I can get through it.
Tricky one. I gotta warm up to that one or practice it some more, but I sure love playing it. I recorded that one on a couple different albums. One album called American Gypsy, and then the live version of that was Live Gypsy, which featured some really great musicians like Tom Breckline, who was the drummer for Chick Corea for a while, and Myron Dove played with Santana for a bit, and John Arbor on the keys, really great piano player, and horn player named Paul McCandless. So that was a fun band to tour with, I'll tell you what. Hey, one other thing I was going to show you was just something that I'm working on right now, which I think I talked about last time, which was the houses, the funny little houses. There's this one that I made. They're these structures. They look like this. Like this. Like here's one. It's got a little top. I'm going to be offering these guys up eventually. I don't know that I have them on the site yet. Maybe there might be one in the fundraiser, the album fundraiser thing. But I'm making some that kind of look like Tetris pieces almost. Like this one. This one's kind of cool, right? It's got the cap, comes off. Just trying to make like these kind of impossible homes. Just imagine, you know. And then these that I'm going to pull over here, this one is inspired by that one. Oof. I still have to glaze it. But that's similar kind of structure, and yet another one. Oof. This one, kind of a modular unit, I guess. Just kind of fun, you know. It's gonna have two caps and two front doors. So that's one of the things I'm working on. Next time I stream from the studio, you know, it's probably going to be even shorter. Just kind of check-ins and show off what I'm working on. Maybe talk about different techniques I do on the banjo or guitar. Kind of specific, you know. Maybe a once-a-week check-in. Give me some comments. Throw me some ideas. I'm always up for it. What's that? It's super cool, man. My sister went to the Academy of Art and majored in sculpture. Yeah, sculpture, it's always been part of my life, you know. I was going to be a sculptor when I was growing up. I went to college as a fine arts major at California State University, Hayward. And I was taking it pretty seriously until I got offered a job by Laurie Lewis to hit the road. And I got a record deal at the same time on Rounder Records. So my path kind of went the music direction for quite a while. Then about 20 years ago, I got this space here at the Falcon Arts and been digging in ever since. It's been really nice. I've been included in a number of galleries in the Northwest, and really enjoy that part of my life right now. So I'm gonna do one more song, call it a stream. I will throw this up here in case
anyone's feeling it, where's that thing, the little tip jar? You don't have to tip, but that helps keep me going. But also, if you're feeling it, go to my website and check out what I've got available right now, because I will be offering some deals. If you want to get a number of tiles, like I offer deals with that too, but I just don't have them advertised right now. So you could just hit me up with that. Transform, let's see, order, move this to the top. There it is, if you're feeling it. I'll do one more song. And, oh yeah, Daniel, you got the Raven, I remember that. One more song, what's it gonna be? How about I sing one? Sing one out. And thank you all for tuning in. I did one of my horse songs earlier. How about I do a cover of another horse song called Molly and Ten Brooks by Bill Monroe. And the thing about the way I do it, you would normally hear it with a banjo kicking it off and like bluegrass strummy guitar and run oh Molly run, run oh Molly run. But I tend to do it nowadays, I finger pick it. So it's falls in between hopped up country blues and bluegrass. I do a lot of notes in there. I might strum it a little bit too, but and I'll get some of this bottleneck slide in there too. All right, guys, here we go. Enough talk. Some action. Run, oh Molly, run, run, oh Molly, run. Ten Brooks gonna beat you to the bright shining sun. The bright shining sun, oh Lord, to the bright shining sun. Ten Brooks was a big bay horse who wore that shaggy mane. Run all out of Memphis and he beat the Memphis train. He beat the Memphis train, oh Lord, he beat the Memphis train. Ten Brooks said to Molly, what makes your head so red? Running in the hot sun, put a fever in my head. Fever in my head, oh Lord, a fever in my head. Molly said, Ten Brooks, you're looking mighty squirrel. Ten Brooks said to Molly, I'm leaving this old world. I'm leaving this old world, oh Lord, I'm leaving this old world. Out in California, where Molly done as she pleased. Come back to old Kentucky, got beat with our Hollies. Oh, beat with our Hollies, oh Lord, beat with our Hollies. Women's all a laughing and children's all a crying. Kinfolks all hollering, oh, Ten Brooks is flying. Oh, Ten Brooks is flying, oh Lord, oh, Ten Brooks is flying. Kuiper, Kuiper, you're not riding him right. I'm always beating old 10 bucks, clear out of sight. Clear out of sight, oh Lord, clear out of sight. Kuiper, 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 my son, you give old 10 Brooks a bridle and let old 10 Brooks run. Oh, let old 10 Brooks run, oh Lord, let old 10 Brooks run. Well, go and fetch old 10 Brooks and hitch him in the shade. We're going to bury Molly in a coffin ready-made. Coffin ready-made, oh Lord, in a coffin ready-made. Well, let old 10 Brooks run, oh Lord, let old 10 Brooks run. I thought about something before I leave you. I've never sculpted a horse. I will someday. But I have this rabbit that kind of goes with the whole rabbit hole theme. It's kind of a cross between a rabbit and a horse. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. I should do a special on this one guy though. First of all, I made this little maquette once, years ago, right? I call him Hero. I've got a very large version of this. It's about 20 times as big as this, and it's over at 301 Gallery in Hood River right now. But he's kind of a cross between a hare and a horse, right? Kind of tried to go for a heroic horse theme. And then, so the big version's over at that gallery, but then I decided to do a strange thing. I took some newspaper and wrapped it, and then coated it with slip, right? Slip is liquid clay. And then I fired it to get rid of the newspaper and the little pieces of wood that I used to keep the structure tough. And then I had a shell that was made of slip. And then I coated it with the metal coating I use. I have a few wires that are sticking out too. And I came up with this strange guy. It's another version of Hero. I know it looks like he's missing a leg, but he's also kind of growing a leg. So there's his face. He was once paper and wood, then transformed into this kind of warped and twisted and strange creature. That's my horse. Hair. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. This has been a pleasure, and I'll do it again, hopefully a little more frequently, probably shorter on the show length, and maybe a little more specific on what I'm showing you guys. So I'll see you next time.